Well, I don't know if you know this or not by now. And I saw that post from Angel Reese, or what I thought was Angel Reese, or whatever I got told was Angel Reese, about the white girl didn't want any of the fade or something like that. I thought it had to be a mistake. Somebody asked me about it, and I said, no, surely to God she would not have even Angel Reese surely realizes not to repost something like that, right?
So apparently, taking shots at your biggest so-called rival is fair game until people call it out and suddenly you're playing the victim. That's the Angel Reese playbook these days. When she posted a video mocking Caitlin Clark for staying, composed and avoiding conflict, it wasn't just stirring the pot, it was flipping the whole thing over. And the league's response? Silence. No statements, no side comments. Just a double standard hanging in the air. Welcome to the modern WNBA, where targeted jabs slide by unnoticed. But fouls are dissected frame by frame, especially if protecting the narrative around one player keeps the league buzzing.
Hell, I guess I was wrong. I guess she did. And so now that I'm really starting to look into this, I'm like, God, not only is this real, but you've got media members that actually do try to hold the WNBA like to some kind of responsibility. They're talking about there's no room for hate, this and that and the other one, and you got a player that's blatantly advocating for violence against far and away your most popular player. All right, and bringing race into the situation.
We're on the brink of what might become the most revealing conversation in WNBA history. And make no mistake, this isn't just about basketball. It's about the credibility of a league that preaches unity and fairness, but often falls short when it matters most. What we're witnessing is selective integrity, rules that bend depending on who's involved. That's not leadership, that's theatre. At the center of it all, two familiar names, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. One continues to elevate the game with skill and composure, while the other stirs chaos and controversy. And through it all, the league seems content to pretend everything's fine. If you stand with Caitlin and believe it's time for the WNBA to walk the talk, drop a CC below. Let's make it clear. Real integrity doesn't come with conditions.
But this was put out right here. Again, hell, I thought it was fake originally. And I guess it's not. I mean, it's crazy. White girl running from the fade. There's Angel Reese right there. There's, of course, Caitlin Clark doing the responsible thing, not wanting to tank her public relations. Like Angel Reese walking away after the take foul the other night, or the other day against the Chicago Sky.
How did we get to this point? It all started with a chopped up TikTok clip from the Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever game, captioned, "White girl running from the fade." Because of course, that's how modern controversies are born. In their video, Caitlin Clark delivers a tough but completely legal play against Angel Reese. There was nothing dirty, nothing malicious, just basketball. And what did Clark do afterward? She turned away. No taunting, no theatrics, no escalation. She chose composure over chaos, maturity over mayhem.
And I was like, again, somebody sent that to me and I said, it's got to be fake. And I was like, nope, here's a video on TikTok right here. And that picture is in this video. And it was reposted by Angel Reese. And let me see if I have the ability there. I'm going to just turn that down because I don't want a copyright strike. But right there, there's the picture. And Angel Reese did, in fact, repost this on TikTok, it looks like. And share it.
But in today's viral first culture, walking away gets spun as weakness, and choosing composure is mistaken for fear. That TikTok post flipped the script. painting Clark as too scared to stand her ground, twisting a competitive moment into a narrative of cowardice. It's as if respect in the WNBA now requires treating the hardwood like a UFC cage, and instead of offering clarity or leadership, Angel Reese, who claims to be the league's face and commands a massive following, shared the video without context, no explanation, no accountability, just a signal boost for a racially charged meme that mocked a fellow player for showing professionalism.
And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? And the WNBA is going after and lecturing Indiana Fever fans in this investigation? Are you trying to tell me Angel Reese is not going to get suspended for this, not going to get fined for this? Or is the WNBA too gutless to stand up against things like this, even if it is against a white woman?
Let that sink in, because this is the moment everything shifts. Caitlin Clark isn't just another second-year pro. She's the driving force behind the WNBA's current surge in popularity. She's the reason packed arenas are the new normal in cities that once struggled to sell tickets. From record-breaking viewership to jersey sales flying off shelves, she's become the Steph Curry of the women's game, and she's only getting started. So when a meme like that goes viral, and someone with Angel Reese's platform chooses to amplify it, it's not just a joke, it's a calculated shot, and it carries weight.
Right here, Angel Reese cries about racism that never happened, then goes on and reposts openly racist TikToks. This is why the WNBA is a joke and not only allows but encourages racism against white people. Well, it takes a step further here, because my boy over at Outkick, Bobby Burack, who's a hell of a good journalist, did reach out to the WNBA. Right here, I asked the WNBA if they had a comment on Angel Reese's racist post on TikTok about Caitlin Clark. The league had no comment, nor would it address Reese suggesting she wants to fight Caitlin Clark.
Angel Reese is undeniably a rising star in her own right. She made her name known at LSU, embraced her confidence, and built a brand rooted in authenticity and unapologetic self-expression. She's become a symbol of a new wave of athlete empowerment, and that deserves recognition. But with influence comes responsibility. When you command a platform as large as hers, what you choose to amplify matters. So when Reese reposts content that racializes conflict and spins professionalism into weakness, it's not just playful banter, it's reinforcing division. And that's the part too many people are choosing to ignore.
So much for, quote, zero tolerance for hate. You know, the WNBA is running an ad right now about, I think, the physicality of the league. And at some point, we just gotta ask the question: is this what Kathy Engelbert and the WNBA wanted? Is this what they wanted? Is all this drama, all this? I mean, I understand it's good for ratings. Maybe the commissioner's sitting back and she's secretly smiling about this or whatnot, but you're still targeting the fan base that's funding this whole thing in the Indiana Fever.